Hello, YouTube frogs. I don't normally do videos like this, where I'm just sitting in front of the camera and chatting with you guys, but there's been stuff that I've been wanting to talk about, stuff that I've been thinking about, and stuff that I think that you've also been thinking about, so, or wondering about maybe. So I kind of just want to chat about Genshin and the state of Genshin, and players and content creators expressing burnout and frustration with the game. Yeah, I've just been thinking about it, and I want to talk about it a bit. Certainly you've noticed by now that a lot of long-time Genshin creators, people who've been playing since the start of the game, have lately not been so interested in playing, have gone on an indefinite break, or are even like begrudgingly playing it, or verbally saying that they're not enjoying it while they're playing it. And I've been taking mental notes and just trying to process it. Why? I myself have been feeling not necessarily burnt out, but feeling a little bit at a loss with the game and a little bit frustrated with just the way things are moving. And in trying to dissect, why do I feel the way I feel? I did some mental backtracking and tried to figure out, okay, what was the thing that made me fall in love with this game? And the answer was honestly came to me very quickly. I'm sure you all remember, early game is very exciting. You get looped into this insane story of two siblings getting separated by an unknown god. It's very gripping, and we make progress in that storyline a lot through the Mondstadt lore, through the story quests there, through the main quest. And when you're in early game, there's always also something to work toward. There's leveling up and ascending your characters and opening new areas, and yeah, there's always something to be working on and to keep you coming back. And I have to say that I have not really felt that. I won't say this for all of the story quests, but a lot of the main quests especially have felt just very repetitive. We the traveler, get roped into something that's going on. We solve a problem under the hope that we're gonna get some information about our sibling, and then at the end of that we walk away with usually nothing. We meet some new characters, we unlock some new areas and some new lore, and I'm not gonna say it's not interesting, but it's not, for me it hasn't been the same as those early Mondstadt quests that were so, I don't know if it was just because it's sentimental, because it was the first area we unlocked, and it kind of, Mondstadt still feels like home base for me. I care the most about those characters. Like Inazuma, the Inazuma main quest just felt so, it resolved so quickly, and I was disappointed. Yeah, maybe there is progress toward the main story that we're not seeing, but I don't feel it, therefore I don't feel all that motivated to pursue the quests. Now let me be clear, I still enjoy the game. I think there's an important distinction to make between how I see this game as a player and how I see this game as a content creator. Streaming Genshin Impact for me is very easy because I love my community, I love hanging out with them, and that's like, really like, that's what the game is to me. As much as I enjoy it as a player, what I love about streaming Genshin, and why when I first found Genshin Impact, I kept playing it, even though my viewership was dipping a little bit. By the way, I grew off of Genshin. And really what I loved about the game was that it was slow and casual, that I could very easily like play with half of my attention on the game and half of my attention on chat. And I still feel that way. So streaming Genshin Impact is not hard for me at all. However, making YouTube videos out of Genshin Impact has become harder and harder. Frankly, I think that's because the game itself, I don't feel like offers enough just in and of itself to make a video out of it. If you go back through YouTube videos from your favorite Genshin content creators, you'll probably observe a very similar pattern. Most of our videos are gameplay that we build off of and we create something out of. So for example, Tawanto does this really well with the recent dog event. He did If I Get Spotted, I Roll. Those videos aren't just gameplay. It's a premise that he is setting up to make it interesting, and it involves rolling, which gets a lot of views. Like, rolling videos get views always. When you see creators rolling, we're not necessarily rolling because we want to roll or need to roll. We're rolling because those videos get views. And rolling is a way that we can add stakes to our videos and make it more interesting. We have to get real creative with like these videos. And I'm not saying I don't enjoy like getting creative, but it takes a lot of work to figure out, to create a premise. Like, just doing the events that are happening, it just like doesn't feel like enough. So there's that pressure that I feel to, if I want to make a YouTube video, like I need to come up with something to add on to the game to make a video. And that might not be true. I do occasionally post videos of story quests and just regular gameplay, and I think you guys enjoy that too. So that could also be self-imposed, that difficulty that I'm having. But yeah, it's just, I just want you guys to be able to know, like, when creators feel burnt out on the game, it's not necessarily because the game is not fun for them. It's because the pressures we feel as content creators to make content that, you know, gets clicks and gets views and pays the bills, like, that can make or break the experience of a game for us. And there's also fears that creep in. Like, well, if I'm feeling burnt out or I'm feeling frustrated with the game, like, how long is this game going to stay viable? And if the game doesn't stay viable, then what am I going to do next? So that's why you also are seeing a lot of us shift into variety or take indefinite breaks, or like MTashed deleted all of his like gear on his regular F2P account so that he could have something to do. Yeah, so the main reason I wanted to make this video and talk to you guys about this is because you might be seeing Genshin creators getting frustrated with the game, and you might not be feeling the same way. Like I said, the way I feel about the game as a player is different than how I feel about it as a creator. Like, Genshin Impact is part of my job, so I am heavily invested in the success of this game. I want it to be successful. I want it to be fun. I want to enjoy making content from Genshin Impact, because there was something that made me love this game in the first place. And I have cried. Like, I have been emotionally invested in this story and in this character, so I don't want to lose that. But yeah, all that to say, if you're not feeling burnt out on the game, don't feel like you should be, or like you're missing something. You're not missing something. Everyone's experience with this game is going to be different, and that's true for literally any game. If you're having the time of your life, saving up primo gems to play, to summon characters and build them, and you enjoy the story quests, like, I am happy for you. That's great. Don't let us sour the experience for you. Genshin is such a robust game that you can play it however you want to play it. If you only want to do the story quests and you don't want to summon, great. If you want to spend if you want to swipe and get every character C6'd, great, you can do that. If you want to unlock every area and farm till the cows come home, great. Again, that's like one of the things I love about it, is that it's so diverse. So I really just like wanted to shed some, hopefully some clarity on the situation, why creators seem to be unhappy with the game. There's obviously nothing I can necessarily do except express my frustrations and hope that MiHoYo devs are listening and give us more endgame content, something more than Spiral Abyss, or more Spiral Abyss floors, or I don't know, something. More co-op. I want more co-op content. Please. Co-op. You might notice, like, when Genshin creators do collabs, it's rarely ever Genshin. It's other games, because there's no co-op. Yeah, like Windtrace. Part of the reason that we want Windtrace back is because we want to collab with other creators easily and in a fun way. So yeah, don't feel too disheartened when you see creators getting unenthused by the game. If you're enjoying it, don't let people stop you from enjoying it. At the end of the day, it's just a game. It's just a game. It's just a game, and if someday Genshin tanks or I come to the point where I don't enjoy it anymore, like, I'm gonna stop playing it. Because I know you guys don't want to see me play a game that I don't like. Because you know what? I can't make good content out of when I'm not enjoying myself. I didn't come to this point and work this hard so that I could not enjoy my career. So I don't know if you had questions about Genshin Burnout and why everyone seems to be unhappy with the game, and maybe you're not feeling that way, or I don't know. For whatever reason you wanted to click on this video, thank you for watching. If you have any questions more so than this, feel free to leave it in the comments. Man, I've had to stop and catch my breath so many times. I think I'm not used to just talking to a camera like this. I don't, if anyone was wondering, I don't plan on quitting Genshin anytime soon. I'm still enjoying it, but I am gonna play other games because I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. I think that's not smart. So I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for 2021 and the incredible success that you guys have brought me. I'm so grateful. And I'll see you in the next one.